I finally had the chance to watch William Friedkin's Sorcerer, the 1977 classic about 4 men from different parts of the world who are all hiding out in a Latin American village and agree to risk their lives transporting loads of nitroglycerin across a treacherous jungle landscape for a chance at a new beginning. I went into this nearly completely blind. Over the years, I'd come across a lot of references to the infamous bridge scene. I also knew Roy Scheider was in it, so I didn't really know what I was getting into. The moment this finished, I knew that I had just watched something truly unique. Now, I do want to warn you, it is from the 70s, so I know that a lot of people nowadays really struggle with those, so just try to understand going in what you enjoy, and if you enjoy things like The French Connection, then you'll probably enjoy this. If you don't, then you probably won't. This isn't an action movie, but it is very suspenseful. So the characters, they're all portrayed as not-so-good dudes, who have all ended up in this town that the director describes as a prison without walls. They know that they have almost no chance at a future if they stay here, but they also really have no way to escape this place. That is until this job appears that would rely on driving skills that all of them have. So they're not interested in helping the company, the local community, or anything like that. Their only interest is the money. All of these characters are framed not as heroes, so you understand that anything can happen to any one of these guys at any point. The production of the movie itself provides its own tales of hardship. Throughout the shoot, many people were either fired or quit. Most of the cast and crew contracted either gangrene, malaria, or dysentery. Many people were also endangered during the big set piece, where the trucks passing over the bridge unintentionally toppled off the bridge and into the water. Once released, it was a complete box office disaster, being mired by a lack of marketing by the studio because of fighting with the director. And from there, the studio didn't even release this movie on home video for another 13 years. I watched the Criterion 4K release of this, which I think is the best way to watch this today and is a really solid transfer. I also noticed a lot of similarities to that of Apocalypse Now. So if you like that one, you might be a fan of this one as well, but if you're a cinephile who really enjoys reading into the backgrounds of these movies and their production stories and how they were shot on location, this one then there's a lot to dig into there as well. Quentin Tarantino himself calls this one of his favorite movies. Stephen King calls it his favorite movie. I think it's absolutely a highlight of 70s cinema, and the accompanying soundtrack by Tangerine Dream is one of their best. It's a tense and riveting story about how fate can take someone's life into the wildest of directions. It shows the importance of the decisions we make and how these push us further and further down the path we're on until we cease to have control over anything. Have you seen this one? What did you think? Let me know in the comments.